Hello.
Hello.
I'm Ron Clark.
I'm David Coleman.
We're here to present an introduction to our first little video series. Due to popular demand, we are going to do a video series on crystals and minerals and working with them.
We do a lot of, or I do a lot of writing, and Ron has done a lot of writing in his life, and we often find that there are a lot of things that we would like to say that we simply just don't have the time to put into words. So making these videos is also another way to deal with that. We also have a lot of conversations when we're here together, sitting right here, often after dinner. And some of those things we'd like to share with people as well, so we thought of making these videos for that reason too. The first video that we're going to make has got a specific subject matter though, so I'll let Ron tell you about that.
Our first video is going to be fairly practical, concerning work with crystals and minerals, stones. Other videos that we hope to do will be more conversational, inspirational, discussions of Kabbalah, astrology, world issues, how we feel about things that are more difficult to write than they are to just talk about.
Yeah, we're hoping that this will be more of an open process as well, with people guiding things through their response and their questions, and so we'll learn more as we go about what kinds of things we'll be doing in the future.
Our first video is going to be about crystals, and so why don't you start with the first episode.
So the videos that we're going to make about crystals are basically divided into different parts. Each video will be about a specific aspect of working with crystals or stones themselves. So I prefer the word stones because when we talk about crystals, people have immediately got ideas about what we're talking about here. So the first video is going to be about this structure really of awareness itself, and how this is shared, and the differences and the commonalities that exist between human awareness and the awareness of something that exists in the mineral kingdom. And that's going to be the introductory topic, which gets you to think, from my point of view, in the right way from the beginning about what you're dealing with.
This is essential for working with crystals, is understanding the aliveness of minerals, the aliveness of everything. The second one will be starting out with a more scientific Wikipedia sort of bent and talking about the differences in physical composition, chemical composition, physical structure, and their formation stories, because each mineral has a specific story that it tells about its transformation, how it ended up as a crystal or this particular stone. Then we'll sit down with 6 separate stones that we've worked with, and probably 1 or 2 that we haven't worked with, and talk about their essential meaning and how all of this information about its the aliveness, the structure of its awareness, and its formation story contribute to the personality, the individuality of each of these stones.
Then the next video, which will be the third video, will be mostly about the analogies of stones and how the stones themselves have an essential meaning, and also certain properties or qualities which can be used in any kind of interaction or relationship relied upon that you're having with that stone. And we'll talk about 2 big fields, because this is a huge area, but we'll talk about 2 big fields, which are Kabbalah and astrology. And we'll talk about how the stones do or do not relate to various aspects, parts of those systems or philosophies.
With some notes about not getting too trapped into lists of associations.
Yeah.
This is spontaneous work with living beings. This isn't lists of correspondences.
Yeah, hopefully the main aim of that part is not just to give you a list of things that stones are about, but also a way to discover what what an individual stone is really about for you.
The next video after that will be very practical, hands-on experience with cleaning or cleansing a stone of everything that it's gone through to get to your hands. Tuning them, which is different than charging. This is altering the vibratory frequency, if you will, of the stone. And then charging stones. And then aftercare. What do you do with it once it's charged? How do you care for it? How do you maintain it?
So next after that, we'll be talking about another quite large area, but it has three main points to it that we'll be discussing in the videos. These won't be overly long videos, by the way. So really what we want to talk about in the next video is what happens to stones when they interact with human awareness, human beings, in other words. What happens, for example, when they're polished, how their physical structure is changed and what that does to their awareness, when they're used in various kinds of ways, put together in different arrangements with other stones, used with different metals, and so on. So we'll be talking about how human beings really have utilized the properties in these beings and worked with them.
And then the final video is, in theory, the final video on the subject will be about their use in magical tools and their use in ritual. And I've made a lot of magical tools with minerals, with stones, and we've both used them a lot in rituals that we've done. So we'll share some of our experiences with that.
But again, not being too dogmatic about it.
Yeah. This is all just based on, well, not just, but this is all based on our experiences, our personal experiences. So that would be our first video series.
We'll probably cover a few other things along the way.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the basic outline of what we hope to talk to you about and share with you in this first series of videos.
And we'll love to hear from you about what you think about the videos and what you'd like to hear from us. This is really important to us, what you would like to hear from us. Might not mean that you get to hear what you want to hear from us, but we're certainly open to suggestions. We might do something else with your suggestions. But we welcome them nonetheless.
Yeah.
And this down here is Scorpio.
She might be showing up from time to time.
Yes, inevitably. So, that's it.
Till next time.